Okay, hello everyone. I just want to point out that our opponents have said that the use of animals for scientific research is cruel, unnecessary, and irrelevant. I'd like to point out that it is, because they pointed out how animals are tested, and he described methods of how they are actually treated in the lab and stuff, and these are like more of the extreme cases, and such great measures are taken because of the fact that it's necessary for humans to be able to know what it's like, and how different things work on animals, so that when they use them on humans, it's not like a surprise, like the incident previously mentioned with thalidomide. And so animal testing is actually beneficial to animals as well. According to an article on protocon.org, which goes over a lot of ethical issues with different topics, if vaccines were not tested on animals, millions of animals would have died from rabies, distemper, feline leukemia, infectious hepatitis virus, tetanus, anthrax, and canine parvovirus. Animal testing has also been instrumental in saving endangered species from extinction, including the black-footed ferret, the California condor, and the tamarins of Brazil. And that's according to the same website. And I'd like to point out that it's only really cool when it's used for cosmetic research, but because we're not talking about that, it's not actually cool. It improves human health. For this reason, the animal testing is considered vital for improving human health, and it is also why the scientific community and many members of the public support its use. In fact, there are also individuals who are against animal testing for cosmetics, but still support animal testing for scientific research and developing new drugs for diseases. This is according to using animals for testing, pros versus cons. And then I'd like to say that it would be unethical to test on humans the way that my opponent suggested. It would, it's not like okay for us to do that because we are more than animals. She says that they don't have a voice to speak, and they do feel pain, but I mean, they've been animals to us and like lesser than us for a reason. You wouldn't, it's like making the comparison that when they mate, they're in love. It's not the same thing. Like when people do something, it's because usually they're in love or like they feel like they love, most of the time. And so another thing is that it is a work in progress. A cure for HIV and AIDS has not been found yet, but with new therapies, HIV has become a chronic disease, and infected persons are living normal lives for many years. Research, including work with animal models, continues to develop new medicines with fewer side effects, as well as to create vaccines candidates that may one day make HIV infection preventable. Tests are actually needed to overcome testing, and animals are not used for testing if they don't need to be. In an attempt to overcome the limitations of animal models, researchers are genetically engineering animals by removing or adding genes they believe relate to specific human diseases. The underlying assumption here is that these new genetically constructed animals will be more human-like. The technology is commonly used in mice and rats, and the number of genetically altered transgenic animals being produced for research has grown exponentially over the past 10 years. Scientists also breed these animals to produce offspring whom they hope will express the desired traits or will be more susceptible to the disease or disorder they are studying. So they are trying to work on getting rid of animal testing, but that actually kind of calls for more. Therefore, it is not cruel, it is not unnecessary, and it is not irrelevant. Thank you.